right? Hey, Shalom, we the Hebrew Israelites, right? The so-called Negro, Latino, and American Indian, right? We make up the 12 tribes of Israel, right? We come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, right? Better known as Babylon the Great, according to the Bible, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna open up by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, rule well and teach well, right? Shalom to the holy elect men that's scattered abroad, pushing this truth with all sincerity. Right, shalom to the few sisters that's actually taking heed, right, getting it on these last days. Right, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, name in the Hebrew tongue. Right, we wasn't speaking English when we first got over here. We were speaking Hebrew. Right, by Hashem, meaning in the name of Yahweh Shah, to the word incorrectly called Jesus Christ today. Right, going to the book of Revelation 1:14, he'll be a so-called Negro, a melanated man. Right, but hey, we're going to prophecy, you know, as always. Right. Letting you know how close we is to the downfall of society, man. Right, and closer to the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, is going to be put back on high. Right, but first and foremost, we got to go through hard times of tribulation, man. So, with that being said, I'm gonna just pop it out with the book of Proverbs, Proverbs 22:3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? It said the prudent man foresee, right? When you're prudent, that means you're wise, man, right? Got to grab out those same scriptures, right? A prudent man is going to actually take heed about what the men of the Lord actually out here prophesying about, telling you about the mark of the beast, telling you about cannibalism, telling you about World War III. It's going to happen inside these times to come, right? Inside our generation, this lifetime, man. Right? It says a prudent man perceives the evil. Right? When you foresee, you understand where all of this shit is heading to, right? A one world government. Right? You see the crashing of the dollar. You know, you will see those things and what? You will actually take heed. Right? And when it gets like the good graces of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Right? Knowing that you have to have the protection of him on high. Right? To guide you through these end days, man. It says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And that's what our people are today, man. Mainly our people, right? All this truth is going out, is being brought out, you know, to our people, and what they neglect it, they walk over it, right? But once society shut down, that's when everybody gonna want answers, man, right? But the Lord tell you, hey, in that time, hey, the men of the Lord will not lift up their tongue, man, right, to speak, right? When that cannibalism actually hit in full fledged. Right, we see the collapse of the dollar that's going on right now, right? When that actually goes full fledged, man, people are gonna want answers, man. Hey, we won't be able to give them no answers, right? But again, I read it again one more time. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, right? We're telling you about the time that's coming, man. We're telling you about martial law, right? The time of Jacob's trouble, right? Which is stated beside the book of Jeremiah 30:7. It'll be like a time like never before. Right, a prudent man gonna hear about those things and gonna want to know how to get on the Lord's good side, right? To prevent being a part of the Lord's bad side, right? So, with that being said, it's really like a follow-up from last week's camp, you know. The book of 2nd Esdras, right, 16. You know, it's heavy. Prophetic, and it's actually gonna come to pass real soon, man. Right? And we seeing, hey, we in the mix of it right now. Honestly, we seeing the collapsing of the dollar. We see the food rising. We see the MOTB on the set. You know, so we pretty much here. You know. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 16, verse 40. It says, "Oh my people," right? That possess the word mouth, right? The Lord speaking to a certain group of people, right? The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native American Indians. There's, "Oh my people, hear my word," right? And the Lord speaks to his servants, the prophets, man. It says, "Hear my word, make ye ready to the battle." Right? We coming to a time like never before, especially with the MOTB on the scene. Matter of fact, what's that? You know, with the MOTB on the scene, man. Right? Temptation gonna be greater than ever before, man. Right? It says, "Oh my people, hear my word. Oh my people, hear my word and make you ready to the battle." And in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. Right? Because hey, we in that time period where hey, we need to be building up, right? We in that grace period of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, we're trying to armor ourselves up with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? According to Isaiah 33:6, hey, wisdom is not going to be the stability of our times, man. Right? Wisdom is not going to be the stability of our times. So right, so, hey, the book of Ephesians 6 and 10. I just grabbed it. And then I'm gonna keep going. Right? Ephesians 6 verse 10. It says, 10 verse 11, it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. It says, and in the power of his might, put on the whole armor of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right? So that's the point proven, man. Right? The time you're coming into, you're going to have to put on the whole armor of the Lord. Right? Which is going to have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know, like I said, we come to a time like never before. Right? So 2 Ezra 16 and 40 said, oh, my people, hear my word and make thee ready to the battle, man. Right, be as pilgrims upon the earth. Right, we come to a time we finna lose everything, man. You know, all because we didn't want to take this right here, right? The Karagma, right? The MOTB. You know, you see here, right? And a part of that battle is what? Hey, we seen the dollar crash, man. You know, Esau Edom putting aside these tactics, these plans, you know, to crash the dollar, get a lot of chaos, right? You know, so everybody can submit to this new system that's going to be brought forward, man. And that made me that murder spirit going to be gone real soon, man. Right? That murder spirit going to be waxed out of the earth real soon. Right, especially when that dollar crash, man. We want to see a lot of folks right now snobbing around. Right, they're gonna be wanting to see all these answers, you know. But I'm gonna start back in 2 Ezra 16. It says, "Oh, my people, hear my word, make ye ready to the battle, and in those evils be as even as pilgrims upon the earth." Right, and the pilgrim, when you look that up inside the etymology, right, it talks about how a man seeking a spiritual benefit. Right, we finna lose our jobs, man. You know, we finna lose cars, man, lose our houses, you know, loved ones as well, man. You know, this is part of, hey, this is part, honestly, this right is a part of counting the cost of walking inside this, this is a part of counting the cost when you walk inside this truth, man. You know, losing your loved one, losing your, whatever you had before you came to this truth, man. You know, so hey, it says, hey, be as pilgrims upon the earth, right? We're looking for a spiritual benefit, right? We're gonna get fed inside those days, that's what we're looking for, you know, shelter. You know, and uttermost salvation, right? From Yahweh Shem Shai, right? So I'm gonna jump back up because hey, be even as pilgrims upon the earth, right? Make you ready to the battle. Like I said, hey, we finna see the dollar crash, man. That's helping us being ready for the battle, man. Also, right? This 2 Ezra 16 verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Right? And what we're seeing right now, at one point in time, you know, the dollar can stretch for a good bit. You know, you go inside the store and you buy hella shit for $1, man. Right? But it said, but even then shall evils go upon earth, right? Bad time. Right, we're now at a time period where, hey, the BRICS nation has already have said, right, it'll be 55 US dollars will equal only $1 inside the BRICS dollar, man. Right. So with that being said, hey, you about to see inflation, man. You about to see one thing that costs $5 actually costs you shit $400-500, man. You know. So hey, you gotta be ready for that, man. You gotta be ready to go a lot of nights without eating, man. You know, the Lord's finna put that squeeze on everybody, man. Even us, we're not excluded, right? But the difference between us and the world, hey, we put Yahweh Shemel Shah first, and we're looking for deliverance, right? We know who to go to, right? So back in 2 Corinthians 16:41, it says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away." And like I said, you got to count the cost, right? When it comes to this truth, you got to understand you may lose things, man. You know, loved ones, right? And we know that we have to enter this rulership, man. So we should be ready to get done, right? We should be ready to. We ready? Damn, it's like you might say the trip, right? Let me read it back. It says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away," right? That's us. That's the person that should be in the right. That's the people that's in the right spirit right now. You know, he that fleeth, slacking, and he that selleth, be as he that fleeth. He don't care for it, man. Right? The scriptures tell you in the book of is it Micah 2:10? Rise up, this is not your rest. You know, it's not our rest. So hey, when it's time to go, we ready to go, man. We not holding on to nothing, man. Like he said, hey, remember Lot's wife, right? Because she turned back, right? Trying to hold on to what that world had, I think Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, seeing what they had before, you know, it got destroyed. Right? So, yeah, bear with me, man. I ain't got my buddy with me today. So hey, man, it'll take me a little, you know, a little second longer. Right? Because it says back in 2 Corinthians 16:41, it says, "He that setteth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose." Right? It comes to that time period, he's ready to lose everything, man. Get rid of everything. Right? The one that's trying to hold on to everything, don't gonna be the one that take the MOTB. They're gonna be the one that die. Why? Because they're too stuck in the world. Right? They're trying to hold on to the world. Matter of fact, for that precept, I'll go to a different one right quick. This 1 John 2:15. "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Right? You'll be a damn fool to say you trying to hold on to the things in America, man. Your 401k plan, your wealth, so-called wealth, right? And you got the men out here that's telling you about the kingdom to come. You got beautiful women waiting on you, beautiful real food, you know. Actually see the Father and the Son in the human, and you know what I'm saying, with your own two eyes, first and foremost, right? Ain't got to worry about going off again, right? But they were trying to hold on to Babylon, right? It said, "For the love of the Father is not in him," right? Because you loving something that the Lord tell you not to love, something he's going to destroy, right? It said, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Father abideth forever," right? Because the one that's trying to follow up the way of the world is going to die point right there, right? I got another quick precept. Finish that up. This 2 Peter 3:10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise," right? That thermonuclear missile, right? Hey, World War III, right? It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up," right? And that's another point, another precept to let you know that, hey, the person that's worrying about trying to hold on to what they have in America gonna be the one that gets destroyed by America, man, right? When you saw them coming down that raft, and ultimately, hey, World War III, you know? So, I think I had one more, Matthew 16. Just another one. Matthew 16, verse 25. It says, For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake shall find it. And that is the main point right there. Right? It said, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, right? And that's what people are gonna have the spirit on them, man. Try to save their life by what? Taking the MOTB, you know, trying to do whatever to stay conformed, you know, in this society, you know, to this world, I should say, you know. So those gonna be the one that's gonna actually, what it says back in 2 Corinthians 16, it says that he that buyeth, and he that buyeth as one that will lose, right? Just stay worrying about the things of this world, man. Man, all these people, man, you know, all these people, you know what I'm saying, nobody want to hear the truth, right? But hey, you know, I wish I could turn my camera all the way around, but it's cool. Yeah, this truth is going forth, man. Right? And the scripture says, this word shall be pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. Then shall the end come. Right? So with that being said, you're going to know that a prophet was among you, man. We just out here to give forth the warning. And that's it. Right? Hey, when Yahweh Shem Yahushua, get us off the streets, man. It's gonna be a gang. It's gonna be, man, it's about to be crazy out here, man. Right? 2 Corinthians 16, verse 43. It says, he that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. That they marry as they shall not get no children. And they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. Right? And that just, you know, those another more analogies, man. You know, we come to a time period where he should be ready to put off the ways of America, man. Ready for the come of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, he delivers, right? That's what his name means. You know. So you stay trying to put on the ways of the world, hey, when the world start coming crashing down, hey, the Lord said, hey, keep that same energy, man. You know. You can tell, hey, today you can tell who were the slaves that was probably trying to tell them here, tell me back then, man. She playing on the way to get out. These folks talking about, hell nah, we like it here. Or even better yet, the same one that was in Egypt, man. We telling y'all how to get right. You know, this the way to go. You know, and they rather go back and, you know, work with Pharaoh. You know, but I'm gonna jump down to 67. You know, 67. It says 2 Corinthians 16, verse 67. Behold, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, himself is the judge. Fear him. It says, leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities. To meddle no more with them forever. So shall Yahweh Hashem Yahushua lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. Right? Because the time you're coming into it, the Lord said, put out the sins that you have been doing, man. Right? He said, put up the sin that you have been doing, right? Because the time you're coming to be, you know, on point. Right? Believe that we can get that deliverance, right? When that great hour of temptation or the RFID, see him come out, man. Right? The mark of the beast. Grab the precept for it. This 2 Corinthians 14, verse 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Right? So the thing about it, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua will say, hey, you know, put those mortal thoughts down, thinking that you won't be able to make it, man. You know, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua can deliver us, man. We believe that. All these scriptures, you know, it's here to comfort us. You know. So back in 2 Corinthians 16, verse 68, it said, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. Right? So it said, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude. What is a great multitude? It's going to be these UN troops, man. These military that's going to be governing the whole Americas, man. Right? as we know through the scriptures, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, said, hey, he about to come down with great wrath, according to Revelation 12 and 12. You grab that right there. You know, it said, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude. Right? That great goes to, like, you know, a high ranking of people, man. You know, you're gonna have these nations, these troops, you know, coming out here, governing the city, you know, casting folks aside kingdom accounts, man. Right? It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you. Right? The concentration camp. That's why you think, hey, a lot of them is set up. You know, America set up into what? 10 regions. You know, the 10 FEMA regions. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered to idols. Right? We talk about how you know what's going on. I know it. We'll eventually get our rest, man. Right? But hey, how about you? I say this is not our rest. Matter of fact, this is the same Jake. You know, he had walked by like some months ago, man. He had the sword on back up and say Isaiah 40 and 31. You know, when you will read that scripture, it says, those that wait upon the Lord, right? You shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings. You know, they shall run and not faint. They shall not be weary. You know, and that's powerful, man. It's like he said, hey, he said he tired, man. We all tired, right? But he that endures to the end shall be saved. And we must believe in him, man. Right? So it says back in 2 Corinthians 16, verse 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered to idols. Right? Like I said, hey, we come to the time where Esau, you're finna come down with that great wrath, right? He about to start having a lot of folks at the concentration camps. You know, we know about the black list, blue list, yellow list, shit, black list, red list. You know, all them lists. You know, these elites got, you know, set up for who? Israelites, man. Because hey, they trying to get a new world order started, man, right? And they don't want us to be a part of it. And also they're gonna have, hey, inside these concentration camps, you're gonna have the elect inside there, right? But the elect gonna stay down, you know, all the way until the coming of Yahweh shot, right? Don't read that precept right quick. It's Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, right? So that great going to like fierceness, man, right? And when they shut these cities down, right, and they gonna have all these UN troops, you know, govern your neighborhoods, man, right? That's when y'all gonna really know this shit is for real, right? It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. All right, and if you already know through the history, right, if you already know the history, right, of Jacob and Esau, you know, hey, Esau has perpetual hatred towards Jacob, right? And that be the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So he said he's coming down with great wrath. Hey, it's not gonna be no fun thing, no cute thing, beautiful thing, right? Esau finna come with it, man, right? Let me read that one more time. It said, therefore rejoice, ye heavens. God damn. Right, let me read that one more time. Revelation 12, verse 12. Matter of fact, I read that from here. 2 Corinthians 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle idle, right? But when you idle, that means you sit inside of a place, man, right? That means you sitting steady, right? And when Esau come with that rab, hey, what are people gonna be doing? They're gonna be sitting steady inside what the concentration camps. That's what they're gonna be sitting steady at. So they're gonna be offering you things unto idols. What's the thing they're gonna be offering you? Hey, that karagma, man. Yeah. You know, that kind thing they be offering. This is what they about to roll out to you. You know, so-called white man Esau Edom finna come down with that rap, man.
What you think about Trump?
Huh?
What you think about Trump?
I don't really care for it.
Yeah?
It ain't what we, you know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about nothing really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This what they need. They ain't talking about this. They ain't talking about that.
They ain't talking about nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about him on White Street. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these prophecies come to pass, man. That's what I'm ready to see. Take it easy, man. Right? So, like I said, you know, it said, hey, you're being offered things unto idols. You're being offered things unto idols, man. Right? They finna come down with that wrath, putting folks inside the concentration camps. You know, what they gonna be offering? Hey, all that karagma, man. To the point, a lot of folks gonna get put to death behind it. But hey, it's better to die by going through the way that you have about Shema Shah, man. Ain't no better way to go out, right? Hey, when it says, hey, strive for the truth unto death, man, I gotta grab that. You know, because when you inside them concentration camps, man, we can't be nervous about Esau, you know, man. We can't bitch up, man. This is what we out here doing now. This is why we out here strengthening ourselves up in the spirit of Yahweh, right? Because we know, hey, the time coming, we're gonna be tested for real.
Security on good.
Right. Rock, fold. Done. Here you go right here. This Ecclesiastes 4 verse 28, it says strive for the truth until death. Right, so inside those concentration camps, hey, you're gonna be faced with that real adversity, man. The guillotines, you know, they bringing those back for the one that don't want to take the karagma. You know, but it says strive for the truth unto death, man. Right? The book of Romans 15:4, he said, hey, for the things whatsoever the things written aforetime went for our learning. Right? I think about Daniel and Lions den. You know, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. You know, hey, even the Maccabee brothers, man. You know they died and they strive for the truth unto death, man. And what they told the king, hey, we ready to die. You know, we ready to die. Right? But they say, hey, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Right? The Lord shall fight for thee. You know, and the brother had made a beautiful point when I was watching this video earlier, man. Hey, he got to the point where, hey, you in that guillotine, you don't know how the Lord gonna do it, but you be in that guillotine, that shit fall down on your neck, and that shit may break, man. You know, granted, we know that brother actually gonna get beheaded, you know, but guess what? They're gonna be on ice. They're just gonna be chilling, you know, until Yahweh Shah, you know, come beam them back up, man. Open up their eyes again, you know. Right? So back in second, there's 16. We'll start back at 69. Right? It says, and they that had consent unto them be had in derision. Right? Because a lot of folks are going to consent taking this MOTB. They just not going to understand. Hey, these going to laugh, man. Like, y'all don't even know what y'all doing, man. Y'all done sold out. Lord finna go kill y'all. Right? These niggas be riding around inside these RC cars. That shit be loud for no reason, man. Ain't even getting nowhere. This shit ain't nothing but one block. You know? Can't wait till you have about outside, you know, they make this shit cease, man. Get this shit quiet around here. Matter of fact, I'll take that back. Only time you're gonna hear folks, only thing you're gonna be hearing a lot of folks around here crying, it back from the top. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. Not a fast luck. That's what I'm going to bring out. I'm kind of going backwards. I forgot to bring it out. Got to bring it out. There's a piece of Revelation 2 and 10. Right? All the shit that's going on, all the noise that's going on out here. Oh, you could have walked in front of it. Right? It's 2nd Ezra 16. I'm going to start back at 68. I want to go over one more point in Revelation 2 and 10. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. Right? We come to that time, hey, martial law is going to go into effect, man. You know, they're going to start rounding up a lot of people, man. Especially inside these major cities, man. You know, like I said, you got to strive for the truth of Yahweh Shema Shah to death. Right? So in the book of Revelation 2 verse 10, it says, fear none of those things. And this right in the red letter, man. Right? And you know Yahweh Shah speaking. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Right? How you gonna be tried? Hey, receive that caragma. You know, they may knock on your dose, they might knock on your cell every 30 minutes, man. You know, or every day, however long you in there, they shall be tried. You know? He said you shall have tribulation 10 days. That's the point like I was saying. You know? And you can be in there 1 day, 2 days.
I'm so sorry.
So when he have y'all cast inside those prisons, right here, I don't know if I'm be inside one, right? But the thing is, it says, hey, anyway, Revelation 2 verse 10, it says, for none of those things, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And that's a heavy, because that's Lord Yahweh Shah telling you this, man. Be thou faithful unto death, man. Fear not what Esau Edom finna put in front of you. You know, the guillotine, you know, not being fed for a couple of days. Don't worry about that. Hey, you may have to get beheaded. You know, when you have about Shema Shah say, hey, be faithful unto death, and he'll give you a crown of life. You know, there's no better thing to getting that crown from Yahweh Shah, like how it states in 2nd Ezra 2. You know, like that's something worth fighting for, man. That's something worth striving for, right? Fuck a 401k plan, you know, a high job out here. That shit ain't nothing, man. You know. Right, but we come to that town where, hey, martial law finna pop off, man. I can't wait. Right? Because once all hell start breaking loose, that means we know that we're days away, hours away, close to the kingdom, man. Close to the World War III, close to the caragma, right? The mark of the beast. Right? Well, so I'll take that back. We already, by that time, mark of the beast already be on the table. But we one step close to the World War III. Right? So back in 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden on the foot. For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right? Because, hey, like I said, hey, when the time comes, right, these elites, these governors, these troops are going to be going door to door looking for the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. But who they really want the most is the ones that's standing firm on it, man. You know, the men that's actually going out here and teaching their people about what's really going on. Those are the ones that the governors want, right, to be killed. Right? Because they know the rest of the people are slow. They don't know what's going on. So when they get faced with that adversity, hey, they're going to fall straight into it, right? They're not going to know how to strive into the truth, strive for the truth. They don't know what the truth is. Right? When that ship is brought right in front of them, they're gonna receive it, man. right? And we know the penalty for receiving that chip, right? Revelation 14:9, you know, thermonuclear missiles. Verse 70 again, it said, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Matter of fact, let me go back. It said, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right when we come to that time, I was saying that. But they finna do when that martial law pops out, they're gonna be casting a lot of them out of their houses, man. And like my brother, you know, he brings out his story a lot. Like, you know, we chop it up when we talk about this same precept, man. You know how he has, you know, his people have something going on, and you know, hey, before the police force, they came to his house, hey, cast them out of their houses, man. You know, go outside, you know what I'm saying, just in boxes, man, and it's cold, you know. But you know, that's just a little, you know, little analogy, right? But it's time coming, right? They're gonna be taking people out of their house and sending them to what? Hey, these concentration camps, man, to receive this carousing. Right? Let me grab a precept right quick. This 2 Corinthians 15, verse 17. Matter of fact, 2 Corinthians 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right? Destruction. Right? Verse 17, I'm gonna jump to. A man shall desire to go into their city and shall not be able. Right? Because the true men, right, the one that don't want to take the carousing, right? These vaccine you know, injections. Right, they can't go from city to city, man. Right, they don't have the paperwork for it, right? But it says a man shall desire to go into a city, right? It can be like the movie, what's the movie with Will Smith? I think it's I Am Legend, if I'm mistaken. I watched it, but I cannot remember the name. Right, gonna be like I Am Legend around here, man. Right? They can get real desperate around here. That's why they said they shall desire to see another man, right? It says, yo. Second Ezra 16, verse 7. For there shall be in every city, for there shall be in every place, and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shah. They shall be like mad men. Who's that? Hey, these troops, man. They can be like mad men, sparing none. Right? When they walk inside your house, they can be grabbing a lot of y'all up, man. Especially the fights like that World War III. Right? So they shall be like mad men, sparing none. Meaning, hey, if you don't want to get down, you don't want to come with them, what are they gonna be doing? Hey, they're gonna kill you right there on the spot. Right? These troops are gonna come with one goal, one mission. Right? Either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down, right? That's what's gonna happen to a lot of our people, man. Right? He said, for they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shah. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right? They're gonna be destroying people's houses, man. They say they shall cast you out of their houses. Right? Matter of fact, I'll put up a quick precept. Right? They cast you out of your houses for a reason, man. Go to these concentration camps, right? You saw Edom, the hammer of the earth, about to come with it. Right, this is right here, the book of Jeremiah 18, verse 22. Let a cry be heard from their houses, when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. For they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet. And that's a beautiful scripture, right? That's a beautiful scripture. Right? It said, for let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. Right? Just imagine somebody comes out your spot and grab your kids, man. You know, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when folks really in that deep, comfortable sleep, man. But you hear somebody, man, kicking your shit in. You know, snatching y'all up. Hey, they may have 4 cars. Let's say you stay inside the cul-de-sac. They may have 4 paddy wagons down there, man. You know, and it's 4 of y'all inside the house. All 4 of y'all may go inside different paddy wagons, man. You know, you finna get dead ugly out here. So let that cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. Also, hey, hell, Esau gonna have so much wrath built up. He may kill, you know, he may kill, you know, all your family but you inside that household, man. You in there weeping and sorrowing, you know, sobbing at the mouth, right? Jeremiah 18 verse 22. Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet. And that's that martial arts that's finna take place in America, man. You know, they finna actually introduce this, the mark of the beast on a worldwide scale, man. Right? We already done articles about it. Right? They're telling you, hey, you will not be able to use the CBDC unless it's inside your hand, you know. Hey, when that martial law pop up, man, hey, a lot of folks gonna really realize what's really going on, man. These folks don't want to hear the word so bad, they put the car in reverse. Like it says, they had to get a pit for my feet. So that goes to show you, when you inside a pit, that means you're gonna be idle, right? So if you're inside an idle position, that means you're not moving anything. So that also correlates back to I think it's 68, 2nd 16 to 68. Yeah. And feed you being idle with the offensive idle, right? You're gonna hit a snare. A snare's a trap, right? So within inside that trap, they're gonna feed you that RFID, right? CHIP. Right? So, come on. Finish this on off. 2nd Ezra 16 verse 74. It says here, Second Ezra 16 verse 74. Hear, O my beloved, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He said, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. You gotta grab those precepts, right? Because we know the time of trouble's coming at hand, and the true believers of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, we believe that we're gonna be, you know, saved within these times to come. You know? Right? That's why he says in the book of Romans 15 and 4, the things written the 4th time was written for our learning. Says through patience and comfort of the scriptures, we might have hope. Right? We might have hope. This 2nd Ed, this Sirach 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord was confounded? And we have plenty of examples on that, man. And the answer to that is no. Well, you had Daniel and the lion's den, the 3 holy children, right? They all believed in the Lord, right? They was casted out of they was, you know, they made it through they tribulation. It's like another precept. I want to go into that. So I got another one after this. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. It says, Hear, O ye my beloved, say the Lord Yahweh Shah. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. And we see the days are at hand, right? The Lord tells us to measure the time diligently, right, within itself. Right? So we know these times of trouble are at hand, right? But he said, I will deliver you out of them. And it also proves the point that, hey, we're going to be in the mix of these troubles, right? But the difference between, you know, the other ones, right? We're going to be saved out of our tribulation, right? Like he said in the book of Jeremiah 30:7. Jeremiah 30:7, it says, and he shall be saved out of it, right? That he's the elect, right? Yahweh right inside by Shimon shall be one of those elect men, right? This Psalms 34, verse 6, it says, this poor man cried and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles, right? Because, hey, even though we have the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah on us, hey, we also gonna be in the mix of these times, man. We also have flesh, right? So, hey, it can sometimes, you know, get to even the elect men, a firm believer, you know? This is what we're doing right now, man. We're crying to the Lord Yahweh Shemashah for this deliverance to come, man. Right? But it also says, this poor man cried and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles, man. Like the time of the Carragher Mark, the MOCB, you know, martial law, right? World War III. Right? The Lord gonna actually save us out of these troubling times. And that's what we gotta wholeheartedly believe. That's what it was, Job. Right? And he said in the book of Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right? Not a 401k plan, not how much money you got on you, not none of that shit. Remember, wisdom and knowledge. Right? That shit's sad. Ain't no way in hell these niggas be thirsting after the nigga woman like that, man. Granted, these bitches out here with no clothes on this shit. All this chaos going on, these hoes walk around with no clothes on. People be wondering why they be making the news because they ain't made it home or somebody done, you know what I'm saying, and grate them. Hell no, man. Keisha is through. All the way through. Like I tell her, bro, I wouldn't touch a bitch with a 10-foot pole. Right? Matter of fact, what I had. I'm gonna read this back over, my bad. 2 Corinthians 16, verse 74. Hear ye, O my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. But I will deliver you from the same. Right? That precept that I had was Job 5:17. Nah, I'm starting at 19. Yo. This Job 5 verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Right? It said no evil, no bad times going to touch us. Even though we're going to be in the mix of it, it's not going to touch us, man. We won't be affected. Right? Like, hey, because in the book of Isaiah 65, I want to say 13, he tell you my servant's going to eat, my servant's going to drink. Right? So we're going to be in the mix of it, but the difference is we're going to still be eating. You know? It says, verse 20. Verse 20, it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. What kind of thought he got? That shit was It says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. And destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. It's the point of proof, right? How about you not keep us in better spirits than the world is, man? Right? We want to be eating when the world ain't eating, man. You know? But it said that shall be here for the scourge of the tongue. He's like, come down with that wrath. And the Lord said a lot of men gonna be, dead inside those days, man. Right? He's like, you don't have a lot of men going, house to house, stuff like that. That's why it says, 2nd Esdras 16 and 40, right? It said, be as pilgrims upon the earth, right? Pilgrims, they move around, right? Like Denzel Washington was in the book of Eli, moving around, looking for that spiritual benefit. And the main part in that movie I love the most was she asked him, how you know you're going the right way? And he was like, he quoted 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. He said, for we walk by faith and not by sight. So that's us looking for that spiritual benefit to come, man. Right? So come back in 2 minutes. And I'm almost done too, man. I'm just trying to read the rest of this. It says 2 Esdras 16, verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Shem Shah is your guide, right? You're going to guide us through these troubling times. That's why it says in the book of, like I just said, inside 2 Esdras 16 and 40, right? When we them pilgrim that's seeking for a spiritual benefit, when you look it upside the etymology, right? Pilgrim, So he's going to be guiding us through these times, right? It says, so like, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Shem Shah is your guide. Right? He's going to be guiding us not to take the Quran. He's going to be guiding us to the different spots they got food at, shelter at, clothing at. It says, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and thy precepts. Right? Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Right? When they remove these fast food spots, the jobs, the clubs, right? People gonna be in a different mindset, man. Right? But it says, in the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right? Being a balanced position, man. Yeah, we know we fuck up, but we can't let those fuck ups be the reason why we ultimately fuck up and take this charagma, right? Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities. Like as a field is covered with bushes, right? Here go the analogies. Like as a field is covered with bushes and the path thereof covered with thorns. It says that no man may travel through. That just not to the point where you feel as if you're so far down that you can't even come out of. There's no returning, no hope in Yahweh Shem Shah to deliver you, man. Right? At that point, the hell yeah, you deserve to get put down, man. Right? You didn't push away the Yahweh Shem Shah. Right? It says, last verse. It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. Right? World War III, man. So I ain't wanting too much on this. Shit. This how we in the Byways lesson. Matter of fact, I will close out one more precept though. Gotta bring this one out. Right? Like I said, we out here week in and week out to prophesy, man. So anything is come, you just gonna know. Right? So while folks around this lollygagging, carrying on, right? The true men of the Lord, and those few amount of the sisters, we trying to put on that whole armor, man. When the Lord coming through killing men, women, and children, we're not trying to be a part of that. Damn. Right, let me close up this precept right here, Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, right, all of these prophecies, right, the MOTB, right, martial law, Jacob's trouble, right, World War III, the famine of food, all of those things, man. Right? It says, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Right? The Lord always sent forth his prophets first before the destruction. Right? A one that everybody should know is about Noah. Right? Noah built the physical ark and warned the people. Right? That the rain was gonna come. But since they didn't understand and know what they're concerned about it, right? They mocked and scoffed at it. Right? So when it started raining, that's when they wanted answers, man. But it's too late. Right? So it says, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, man. Right? When shit hit the fan, that's when y'all gonna know a prophet have been among you, right? But by that time, hey, the prophet will not be around, you know, to answer the questions, right? You tell the prophets, their mouth, their tongue will consume to what? When we step to the roof of their mouth, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So with that being said, you know, I'm gonna close out by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash. Right? Double honor to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone who will teach well. Shalom to the whole like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth with all sincerity. Right? And shalom to those smaller brothers and sisters that actually taking heed and getting orders on these last days, man. So to you all say shalom, right? You know, I always close out with an endurance prayer, right? Because they Lord willing, I'm one of those elect men, you know. And I always, you know, we should always pray to endure to the end. You know, so with that being said, Nathan Liyav Kakadash, La Yikah, La Ha, Padazal, Bakusha, 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 Nathan Liyav Kakadash, La Yikah, La Ha, Padazal, Bakusha, 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 Nathan Liyav Kakadash, La Yikah, La Ha, Padazal, Bakusha, Bakusha, Bakusha. You know, that's in the Hebrew tongue, you know, pray to the Lord, give me the strength, right? The Holy Spirit, you know, the strength to endure to the end. All right, so with that being said, you know, shalom on to the next time. So like, and on to the next one.